So we are starting exercise 4.4. This exercise deals with the minor and cofactor of a determinant. Already in exercise 4.1 we have learned how to calculate the determinant by various methods, by rows or columns, right? So in this exercise mainly we'll deal with minors and cofactors only. So in the first question they have asked us to find minors and cofactors for these two determinants. So minors and cofactor, these two topics are very easy topics. Let us begin. So this is a 2 by 2 determinant. Now see, this element is denoted by symbol A11, isn't it? This is A11, 2, and this element is A12. This element is A21 and this element is A22. Now see carefully. If I hide this element A11 by column and by row, I am left with only one number, that is 3, right? If I hide this number 2 by row and column, I am left with only one number, that is 3. So this 3 is called minor 11. Why? Because on hiding A11 I got this number only. Similarly, if I hide this minus 4, now this minus 4 is element A12. So if I hide element A12 by row and by column, I'll get 0. So this 0 is minor 12, M12. Why? Because on hiding A12, I got this number, right? Now, therefore, you can see M11 is 3 and M12 is 0. Similarly, if I hide this 0 by row and column, I'll get minus 4. Okay. And what is this element? This element is a second row, first column, that is A21. So this minor will be called as M21. So on hiding A21, I got minus 4. Therefore, this element will be termed as minor 21. Now this 3 is the element A22. And if I hide this A22 by a row and column, I'll get this element 2. And this is M22 now. Because on hiding A22, I got 2. Therefore, this will be termed as minor 22. So you can see I have listed minors here, right? Now this is all about minors in a 2 by 2 determinant. Now let us come to the concept of cofactors. So once if you find minors, finding cofactor is very easy. Cofactors are represented by a symbol capital A, Ij, and it is equal to minus 1 raised to power I plus j into minor ij. For example, since minor 11 is 3, so by the help of this minor 11, we can calculate A11, and A11 will be equal to minus 1 raised to power sum of these two numbers. Okay, so 1 plus 1 into minor 11, and minor 11 is 3. So minus 1 raised to power 2 is 1 only, and 1 into 3 is 3. Similarly, we have minor 12 equal to 0. So we can find cofactor 12 by the formula minus 1 raised to power sum of these two numbers, 1 plus 2 into minor 12. And now since minor 12 is 0, 0 into anything will be 0. A21. Since M21 is minus 4, so A21 is equal to minus 1 raised to power the sum of these two numbers, 2 plus 1, 3, and then minor 21, which is equal to minus 4. Now minus 1 raised to power 3 is minus 1 only, and minus 1 into minus 4 will be 4. Similarly, M22. So M22 is 2. To find A22, it will be equal to minus 1 raised to power 2 plus 2 into minor 22, and minor 22 is 2. Minus 1 raised to power 4 is 1. So the answer will be 2 itself. I hope you got the idea very clear. Cofactors are very easy to compute. Once you know the minors, cofactor can be computed very easily, right? So sometimes sign is changing and sometimes it is not changing. It depends upon the sum of these two numbers. If the sum of these two numbers is even, the sign will not change, because minus 1 raised to power n even number will be positive 1 only, and that positive 1 multiplied by minor will be the same answer. But if the sum of these digits is odd, then the sign will definitely change. Okay, so this is the simple concept. Now we'll proceed to the second part. So the determinant is ACBD. This is A11. On hiding A11 by row and column, you will get D. Therefore, M11 is D. Similarly, on hiding A12 by row and column, you will get B. So M12 is B. On hiding A21 by row and column, you will get C. So this is minor 21. Similarly, on hiding this D, which is A22, you will get A, and this is our minor 22. Okay. So once you got the minors, now it's time to compute cofactors. So just by the knowledge that I gave you in the previous question, you can see that A11 will be the same, because sum of these digits is even. Since the sum of these digits is odd, so A12 will be negative of B. Again, since the sum of these digits is odd, so cofactor 21 will be negative of C. And again, the sum is even this time, so the cofactor will be same. There will not be any change in the sign. Okay, so here the complete calculation has been done, but explanation is very simple. Okay, in exam what you can do, just simply, if somebody is asking you cofactor, simply write this formula, and there is no need to do all these calculations. Straightforward, you can write your answer. Okay, once if you write the formula, it is enough. Okay, now question number 2. This time the determinants are 3 by 3 and the question is same, find minors and cofactors. So first of all, we'll see the minors for this determinant. Now first I am hiding this element A11 by row and by column. So if I hide this element by row and by column, I am left with 1001. Okay, so this 1001 can be solved in a usual manner. 1 into 1 is 1, minus 0 into 0 is 0. So 1 minus 0 is 1 only. Now I'll hide this element which is A12 by row and column. Now I'm left with only 0, 0, 0, 1. Right? And by solving this determinant, 0 into 1 is 0, minus 0, which is equal to 0. Now I'll hide this element A13 by row and column, and I am left with these 4 elements 0, 1, 0, 0. See? And on solving it, 0, minus 0, minor 1, 3 is 0. Okay? Now we'll proceed with the second row in the same manner. Hiding this element A21 by row and column, we'll get 0, 0, 0, 1. And solving it, 0 minus 0, I'll get 0. Hiding this element A22 by row and column, I'll get 1, 0, 0, 1. And solving it, 1 minus 0, I'll get 1. And now hiding this element 0, which is A23 by row and column, I'm left with the elements 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0. Okay, and if I solve it, it will be 0 minus 0, that is 0. So M23 is 0. Done? Alright, so let us proceed with the third row in the same manner. 3, 1. I am hiding third row and first column M31. The answer will be 0 minus 0, that is 0. Okay. Now if I hide this element, which is 3, 2, so the minor that I'll get will be M32. And what it is equal to? By hiding this element by row and column, I'll get 0 minus 0, 0 minus 0 is 0 again, right? And now I'll just solve this one. A33, if I hide A33, I'll get M33. M33, and on hiding it by a row and column, I'll get 1001, which is 1 minus 0 equal to 1. So this is how we can get our minors, right? All the minors are correct. And now we are going to find cofactors. So just by the knowledge that we have gained, we can say that A11 will be 1 only because the sum is even. A12 will be 0 only. If we had some other number here, its sign would have changed, but 0, since it is neutral, it is neither positive nor negative. Otherwise sign would have changed, because 1 plus 2 is 3, it is an odd number. Okay, now 1 plus 3 is 4, even, again no change in sign. 2 plus 1 is 3, odd, change in sign, but again cofactor will be 0 only. 2 plus 2, 4, even, no change in sign. 2 plus 3, 5, odd, change in sign, but again it will not affect the value since it is 0. 3 plus 1 is 4, so even means no change in sign. 3 plus 2 is 5, 5 means change in sign, but again it will not affect the value of the cofactor. 3 plus 3 is 6, even means no change in sign. So once if you apply this formula, you can straightforward write all the cofactors. Okay, so it's not a tough thing to do. Now next, second part we'll do. See, to find M11, we'll hide this element, okay, by row and column, and just see 10, and this is minus 1. So always when we multiply this, we change its sign. So 10, it is minus 1, we'll do plus 1. 10 plus 1, that is 11. 11 is the answer. Now M12, so we have to hide A12 by row and column. 6 minus 0, that is 6. M13, to find M13, I have to hide this A13 by row and column. So 3 minus 0, that is 3. To find M21, I will hide this element by row and column. 0 minus 4, that is minus 4. Now for M22, I will hide this element 5, A22 by row and column. I will get 2 minus 0, that is 2. And to get M23, I will hide this element by row and column. So I will get 1 minus 0, 1. You can see M23 is 1. To get M31, I will hide this element by row and column. So 0 into minus 1 is 0, minus 5 4s are 20, 0 minus 20 is minus 20. So you can see M31 is minus 20. Now M32, I will hide this element by row and column. So I will get minus 1 minus 12. Minus 1 minus 12, that is minus 13. Perfect. And now to get M33, I will hide this element by row and column. So I will get 5 minus 0. 0 3s are 0, that is 5. Done. And to compute the cofactors, again we'll just see the sum of these elements, these numbers, sorry. So 1 plus 1 is 2, even, this means cofactor will be same, no change in sign. 1 plus 2, 3, odd, it means cofactor will be minus 6. M13, 1 plus 3 is 4, even, it means no change in sign, cofactor will be 3. 2 plus 1, 3, odd, odd means signs we have to change. So in place of minus 4, we'll put plus 4. Okay, cofactor. So A22, if we want to find, 2 plus 2 is 4. Since it is even, no change in sign. 2 plus 3 is 5, odd. Odd means change in sign. So cofactor will be minus 1. 3 plus 1 is 4, even, it means no change in sign. Cofactor will be minus 20. 3 plus 2 is 5, odd, it means change in sign. So cofactor 3 2 will be 13 only. And 3 plus 3 is 6, even, therefore no change in sign. cofactor 3 3 will be 5 only. So you can match your answer with this also. Simply I have explained you again. If somebody asks you to find the cofactors, just once you write the formula and direct you can write the values based on your knowledge. Now, how do these cofactors help us in calculating the determinant? This I am going to explain you, right? So see, you can find the value of determinant in 6 different ways. And how it is possible? You can choose any row or any column, and once you choose the row or column by which you want to calculate the determinant, then for those elements you have to calculate cofactors also. For example, let us say I am willful to find the value of determinant using second row, okay, according to the question. So first of all, I'll write the elements of second row. And what are the elements? And then A22 and then A23. With small letters we represent elements, right? So these are the elements. Then with the A21, that is this element, we will multiply the cofactor of this element. And what is that cofactor? It is capital A21. Simple. Similarly, for this element A22, we'll multiply cofactor of this element, and that cofactor is capital A22. And similarly for this element, we'll multiply its cofactor, that is A23. And once we do this, we'll add these products. So this is the actual formula of calculating the determinant. So in first exercise we have learned some sign conventions. When you are finding the determinant using this technique, this formula, then you do not need to remember the sign convention. Simply you can calculate determinant. Okay, so now see, A21 is 2, A22 is 0, and A23 is 1. Okay, now we'll find the cofactors. A21, right? A21 means this element I have to hide. So you are left with the elements 3, A23. And on calculating the minor, we'll get 9 minus 16, that is minus 7. And to find the cofactor, we'll just add up these numbers. 2 plus 1 is 3, which is odd. Therefore, the cofactor will be equal to 7. We have to change the sign. Already I have told you, if this sum is odd, then we have to change the sign to get the cofactor, right? Okay, similarly, for A22, we'll find cofactor A22. So on hiding this element by row and column, we'll get 5, 8, 1, 3. On solving, we'll get 15 minus 8, which is 7. On adding this up, 2 plus 2, 4, which is even. So the cofactor will be same. That is, there is no change in sign because it is even. Now we'll hide this element 1, which is A23. On hiding, we'll get 5, 3, 1, 2. On solving, we'll get 10 minus 3, which is 7. The sum of these numbers is 5, means we have to change the sign to find the cofactor, that is minus 7, right? So after that, I'll apply this formula here. A21 into cofactor, A22 into cofactor, A23, it should be A23 into its cofactor, right? And on solving, you'll get the determinant. So no need to memorize any sign convention. Simply you can just, with the use of cofactors, calculate it. Okay, right? So using cofactor of element of third column, evaluate the determinant. Third column means this one, right? So this element is 1, 3, this is 2, 3, and this is 3, 3. So formula will write, see, A13, A23, A33 and their cofactors. A13 multiplied by its cofactor, A23 multiplied by its cofactor, and A33 multiplied by its cofactor, right? And then add them up, simple. So what is the cofactor of A13? I'll hide this row and this column. So I'm left with these 4 elements, which I'll solve like this, z minus y. For minor 2, 3, I'll hide this element by row and column. So I'm left with 1x, 1z, and the minor will be z minus x. To find cofactor for this element, I'll hide it with row and column. I'll get 1x, 1y. On solving, I'll get y minus x. And for cofactor, simply see the sum. Sum is even, so cofactor 1, 3 will be same. Now here sum is odd. It means the cofactor will have negative sign of this, so it will be x minus z instead of z minus x. Okay. And similarly, cofactor 3, 3, if we want to find, the sum is even, therefore cofactor 3, 3 will be same, y minus x. Done? So explanations are quite simple. And now putting the values here, a13, a23, a33. Multiply, y into z is yz square, yz minus y is y square z, zx square, z square x, xy square, x square y. Done? Now, x square z and y square z we are taking together, so that we can take z common from these 2 elements, right? Similarly, yz square and xz square I am taking together, so that I can take z square common from them, and xy square and x square y I am taking together, so that I can take xy common from them. So once I take z common from them, I'll get x square minus y square. If I take z square common from them, I'll get y minus x. If I take xy common from them, I'll get y minus x. So basically, here I got y minus x, here I got y minus x, here I got x minus y into x plus y, right? Okay. So in the solution, I'm taking x minus y common from all these 3 terms. So taking x minus y, I am left with z and x plus y, because x square minus y square is x minus y into x plus y. X minus y I have taken common, so I am left with x plus y. So zx plus zy. Similarly, if I have taken x minus y common from here, it is y minus x. So I am left with minus 1 here, and minus 1 into z square is minus z square. Similarly, here it is y minus x. I have taken x minus y common, so I am left with minus 1 here. Okay. So such things we have already seen in exercise 4.2. And now out of these terms, from zx and minus z square, I am taking z common, so that I am left with x minus z. And from zy and minus xy, I am taking y common, so I am left with z minus x. Okay. And now out of these 2 terms, I can take z minus x common. So if I take z minus x common, here y will be there, and here minus z will be there, because this is actually x minus z. I am taking z minus x common. Okay. So z minus x into y minus z will get our final answer. Once again, you see, out of y square z and x square z, I have taken z common, so I am left with x square minus y square. Out of yz square and minus xz square, I have taken z square common, so y minus x. And out of xy square and x square y, I have taken xy common, so y minus x. Then I took x minus y outside. Z is here, x minus y is taken outside, so I am left with x plus y. Z into x plus y is this. Here x minus y is taken common, so minus 1 is left here. So minus z square. Similarly, x minus y is taken common from here. So I am left with minus 1. Minus 1 into xy is minus xy. Now out of these 2 terms, I am taking z common, so I am left with x minus z. And then zy minus xy, I am taking y common, so z minus x is here. Then I took z minus x common. So if I take z minus x common, here it will be only minus z, because initially there was x minus z. Okay, and I am taking z minus x common. And here I am left with plus y. So this is how you'll get your answer. Done. So z minus x is this, y minus z is this. Already x minus y was outside. Okay, let us go to the last question, and it says the determinant is this. Aij is the cofactor of element Aij, then value of determinant is, so last option is correct, that is A11, A11, A21, A21, A31, A31. Actually 4 options are given, out of which this is the correct answer. Why it is the correct answer? Because the cofactor, these numbers of the cofactors must be same as the numbers of the elements, right? So if 1 1 is here also it should be 1 1 only, then this element is done. Then if 2 1 is there, then cofactor must also have 2 1, and then if 3 1 is there, then cofactor must also have 3 1. Okay, so now this is the exercise. Very simple, very easy. Do it, and then we'll see the next exercise. Thank you.